Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2015 Upper St. Clair Panthers Senior Night. Today we are here to recognize a bunch of fabulous senior players, cheerleaders, dance team members, and otherwise. Right now, before the game, I have the pleasure to introduce our 4 senior Upper St. Clair basketball players. On behalf of Coach Holzer, myself, and the rest of the coaching staff, I'd like to say a very special thank you to these 4 individuals, their families, and everybody associated with them. They've been an absolute joy to coach. They've obviously won a lot of basketball games, but more importantly, they've been coachable, they've been wonderful competitors, and just absolutely outstanding representatives of our school and our community. So I will really miss them next year. I'll save my more prolonged comments for our banquet, but can we get a round of applause for all our seniors this year, please? All right, without further ado, here is our first senior, Nick Beeler. Escorted by his parents, Bob and Valerie. Nick's been a 4-year member of our basketball program. Nick is also unique in that he is a member of the volunteer fire department. Nick is going to be attending Indiana University of Pennsylvania and studying sports management. Congratulations to number 15, Nick Beeler. Our second senior, Zach Cherup. Zach is escorted by his parents, Frank and Kathy. Zach has also been a 4-year member of our program. He also was a standout on the varsity soccer squad, the one that captured the 2013 state championship. Zach is going to be studying physical therapy. He is not sure where he is going to be attending, but as a member of the High Honor Roll, I'm sure it's going to be someplace outstanding. Zach Cherup. Our third senior, Garrett Davitt. Garrett is escorted by his parents, Ben and Cheryl. Ben also is supported by his brother, assistant coach, Ben Davitt. Ben is planning on attending either Robert Morris University or Penn State Barron. He is undecided on his major, but something in mathematics or actuarial science or computer science, perhaps. Ben is also a member of the High Honor Roll. Excuse me, Garrett, geez. My apologies, bud. Garrett Davitt. And our fourth and final senior, Marcus McGinnis. Marcus is escorted by his parents, Tom and Junko. Marcus is another 4-year member of our program. He is a member of the highest honor roll, an outstanding student, National Honor Society, and a Student of the Year nominee. Marcus is undecided on his college. He has a long list of excellent schools in which he has been accepted to already, and he intends to study mechanical engineering. Number 1, Marcus McGinnis. Now, for the final time, let's have one big round of applause for our 4 seniors. Congratulations and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
gentlemen, this is Mount Lebanon. This is Upper St. Clair. Are you ready to meet your Mount Lebanon Blue Devils starting lineup? At guard, he's 6 foot tall. He's a sophomore. He wears number 1. He is Mark Lamandola. He's a guard. He's 5'11". He's a junior. He wears number 12. He is Eddie Jenkins. He's a forward. He's 6'3". He's a senior. He wears number 33. He's Matt Hoffman. He's the Blue Devil center. He's 6'8". He's a senior. He wears number 31. He is Patrick Eaton. He's starting 5. He's a guard. He's 6'1". He's a senior. He wears number 10. He's Johnny David. The Blue Devils are coached by head coach Joey David, assisted by George Elias, football with Kylie Blue and Jason Seawick. Good luck, Mount Lebanon. Okay, it's senior night Upper St. Clair. Are you ready to meet your 2014-2015 Upper St. Clair Panthers? He's a forward. He's 6'3". He's a junior. He's number 24. He is Don Wagner. He's a forward. He's 6 foot tall. He's the class of 2015. He's number 14. He's Derek Gabbett. He's a guard. He's 6 foot tall. He's a senior, class of 2015. Number 15, Nick Miller. He's a guard. He's 6 foot tall. He's also the class of 2015. He wears number 10. He is Zach Shara. And at point guard, 5'11", also class of 2015. He's number 1. He is Marcus McGinnis. Good luck, Panthers. The Panthers are coached by head coach Dan Holzer, assisted by Brian Bennett, Gavin Bennett, Derek Elway. Your officials are Mark Schmidt, Paul and Aaron Mickens.
Welcome to the club, Panther fans. This is it. Friday night, Section 4 matchup. Mount Lebanon Blue Devils and your Upper St. Clair Panthers to finish out the 2015 varsity basketball schedule. Both teams heading to the playoffs, and both are playing now for seeding and, of course, most importantly, borderline pride. Ready to take the tip is number 31, 6'8", Patrick Elan, against 6'1", senior Zach Beeler. And we're underway at the club. Lebo wins the jump and will operate in the half court. Johnny David up on top finds Eddie Jenkins, left side to Lamandola. Lamandola into the big, tall 6'8". Elan, number 31, up in a high post. He's flanked by number 33, Matt Hoffman, underneath there. Jenkins to David. Marcus McGinnis on defense. Sophomore Lamandola will operate in the left elbow. Hoffman underneath, trying to take advantage of maybe a perceived height advantage. Beeler with the defense. Jenkins up on top. Elan posts up Wagner, nothing doing inside. Works it to the front to Lamandola. Good defense so far, St. Clair. And a patient Mount Lebanon offense. Looks for an opening. The big boy, Hoffman underneath, nothing doing, loses the ball, comes back out. Eddie Jenkins with the long rebound, and Mount Lebanon maintains position. This has been an hour, or a minute and 15-second possession. Lebo won the toss and has controlled the ball in the offensive half court since the tip. St. Clair comes into this final matchup with a thrilling last-second win as David hits a three from the left side. to give Lebo an early 3-0 lead. Lebo jumps immediately into a press. Press is broken. In transition are the Panthers. McGinnis pulls it out and sets up. Finds Dabbitt, the senior, in the left corner. Back up in front to McGinnis. Was saying the Panthers are off a thrilling last-second win. They were Tuesday night at Peters Township. At the same time, these Mount Lebanon Blue Devils were playing into triple overtime against CV. So we've got Cherub holding the ball. I wonder if St. Clair is slowing this game down. We have got ourselves a stalemate, folks. Lebo's sitting in a zone. Joey David not biting on the cheese. We got ourselves an old-fashioned stalemate. Well, I should have brought a book. I kept catch up on my reading. Packed house. They came to see more than this. Out come the Blue Devils, forced out. He wants them to come out and present themselves. I guess what he doesn't want them doing is sitting in that tight packed zone there with those twin towers underneath, Eland and Hoffman. I saw Coach Holzer do this. It was a couple years ago. It was at Bethel Park. Took the air out of the ball. Quick turn, early turnover. That was a foul, I beg your pardon. A foul on Mount Lebanon. I don't know what the officials are talking about. They might have saw this. It was not a foul. It was out of bounds.
May I have your attention? Whoever has the foul ball, returned it to one of your school officials. They are not permitted in the gym by Whittier rules. Please return the cowbells to a school official immediately.
That cowbell's been around forever. Yeah, we're off to a different start here. 4:40 to play, 3-0 game. We've got a cowbell has been tossed out of the gym. And we've got a packed gym. We are just about a full house. Beeler right side. He's going to wait on this Lebo defense to kind of pull them out of that tight zone that they're sitting in. McGinnis, the senior, dribble drives the paint. He walked. He took one too many. Lebo turns over St. Clair. Jenkins will inbound the ball. Eddie Jenkins completes our parade of Whippeal quarterbacks. We've seen in no particular order. Altavilla from Baldwin. Hoffman underneath. Good defense there, nothing doing. Rebound taken off by Wagner. Wagner finds Dabbitt in the corner. Can't handle it, and Lebo turns St. Clair over again. 3-0 with 3:30 to play in the first. Just saying, we've seen Altavilla from Baldwin, quarterback. We've seen DiNucci, the Pitt recruit, as Wagner turns over Eland. Eland follows it up with a foul. It's the first foul of the game. The quarterback parade has included DiNucci from Pine Richland. DiNucci at the time was going to Penn. He subsequently changed his mind, and he's taken his talents to Pitt. We saw Levi Matheny, Eddie Jenkins. Tonight we see Jenkins is a junior. And we saw a freshman at Pine Richland, Phil Jerkovich. Jerkovich was a freshman quarterback for Pine Richland this year. And would not at all be surprised to see him starting for the varsity squad on Friday nights as a sophomore. Cherub holds the ball now, content to hold the ball at that left elbow. Joey David instructs his team to go out, and it's Amendola, and they quickly back right back off. In the corner to Dabbitt. Back out to Cherub, and we wait. And we wait. There's a floor foul on Lamendola. Besides David's three-pointer, it's the most exciting play of the first quarter. Pateras and Wagner check in. Beeler and Dabbitt check out. The score is 3-0. The fouls are 2-0. Lebo's committed 2 fouls. Cherub just over the half-court stripe, working against Eddie Jenkins. Lamendola guards McGinnis. Big Hoff on Dougie Fresh. Fresh loses it on the way in. St. Clair is turned over for the 3rd straight trip. Jenkins from 3, hits the back of the iron. Wagner pulls the rebound off. He was fouled. That was a good call. They got him in the face there. That was his 3rd of the game. The call was on Hoffman. Matt Hoffman's going to go play football at Penn. Cherub inbounds the ball. McGinnis, the point guard, takes it across the half-court stripe. Cherub was trapped as soon as he crossed into the offensive zone. That's Wagner from 3. It's long. Wheeler with the rebound. Reset the St. Clair offense. A slow-moving, patient offense trying to draw those bigs out of the paint. And they got Hoffman up on the top corner. Pateras, long-range 3, can't get it to fall. And nobody gets the rebound. It must have come off a Blue Devil as the possession stays with St. Clair. McGinnis will inbound the ball right in front of the Lebo bench. Hoffman giving defense. He finds Wheeler in the backcourt. To McGinnis on the right side. Cherub to the left. It was senior night tonight. I learned a couple of things. I learned that Zach Cherub is going to go study physical therapy. He's undecided on where he wants to go. I learned that Marcus McGinnis, through his grades, qualified for something called the highest honor roll. I did not know there was something higher than the high honor roll. They don't give honor rolls for C students. But Marcus McGinnis qualified for the highest honor roll. He's undecided on a college. We sit and we wait. Should have brought a paper. 3-0. First quarter. Clock is winding. Playing for last shot. We've been playing for last shot since the 5-minute mark. $20 to play. We're going to see a shot. I don't know if St. Clair's, well, we've taken a couple of threes. Here we go. 12 to play. Take them to the hole, baby. From the free throw line. Doesn't fall. This quarter's going to end. There's a half second left. Eddie Jenkins drew a foul, a floor foul in front of the St. Clair bench. Lebo will inbound the ball. Got a half second to play. And we're standing very... Oh! Dougie Fresh gets called for a foul underneath. I didn't quite see it, but I saw it in the corner of my eye, my right eye, that my little right eye spied. There was some action down low, that's for sure. It actually changes the inbound spot. So they move it from basically the scorer's table and they get a shot off. And a big development there. 3-0. In a game like this, that was a big possession. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. A 3-0 Mount Lebanon lead after 1. And St. Clair is quickly turned over. Amendola hits from the right side. Lebo by 5. St. Clair turns it over again. Gonna have to get better ball control. It's at least 5 turnovers. Yeah, they got Dougie on a foul on the 6'8" Elin. That's gonna be Fresh's second. And he's gonna go take a quick nap. Beeler's gonna check in.
Beeler into the Panther line.
Johnny David will inbound the ball. 5-0, early part of the second quarter. Yeah, there was a game a couple of years ago, St. Clair at Bethel. Bethel had a decided size advantage, and that game at the half was 8-3, I believe, Bethel. Now there's another floor foul. It's Mount Lebanon's 4th.
Fouls on Mount Lebanon's Patrick Elin.
And that was on the big man, 6'8", Pat Elin. Checking in is 6'3" senior Thomas Gladden.
Number 5, Thomas Gladden into the Blue Devil lineup.
Elin's out. St. Clair turns the ball over. Quick 2. Jenkins, the quarterback. 7-0. He traveled. $7-0 Mount Lebanon, 7:13 to play in the second quarter. Amendola, the sophomore guard, to Jenkins on the right side. Jenkins, a junior. Look forward to seeing him in football and then back out here in hoops again next year. Amendola we'll see for a couple of years. He's a sophomore. There's David, the senior. Works off the pick by Gladden. Back up to Amendola with McGinnis guarding him. Coach David changes the play. Big 3, 10-0 Lebo. David hits his second 3 of the game. Lebo with Amendola leading the pressure defensively. They press St. Clair. When St. Clair breaks the press and gets into the half court, they pack it in super tight into this defense. Cherub, good use of his left shoulder to get defender Amendola off him and get himself some space. There's Wheeler with a big 3. It's long. Rebound taken off by Gladden. Back come the Blue Devils, leading 10-0. David, left side to Amendola. Amendola will check it and work back to the top of the formation. Hands the ball off to David. David with an in-motion, in-rhythm 3. Can't get it to fall. Gladden with the offensive rebound. Back out to Amendola. It falls short. We've got a floor foul. I think they're going to call that on Gladden. It'll be Lebo's 5th.
That foul is on Lebo's Gladden. Derek Dabbit back into the Panther line.
It's 3 fouls on the Blue Devils post players. I think Elin's sitting with 2, and Gladden, his replacement, just picked up his first. Pateras from the right side. Early rain, 10-3. Pateras pounds the nail from the right side of the key and puts St. Clair on the ball, on the board with about 5:20 to play in the second. And just like that, Joey David travels, unforced error, Panthers turnover, Mount Lebanon. Cherub inbounds the ball to Beeler, working against that press that Lebo's been in with, again, Amendola, their energy guy, out in front, press broken, drop into a half-court defensive set. Wheeler left side to Dabbit on top of the formation. Dabbit working against Jenkins, likes what he sees in top, a little runner. Beeler with the putback and 1. Not a bad way to go out on senior night, Nick. And Nick Beeler who without question leads this team in charges taken. That's about as nice an offensive play as I've seen him all year long. He picked up the rebound from David's failed raindrop, put it back in, and was fouled going in. Foul shots long, 10-5 USC with 4:42 to play in the half. Big Hoff loses the ball. He lost it because Beeler gave him a little slap to the wrist. That's a foul. That's St. Clair's fourth. Lebo's got 6 fouls. Next foul that Lebo commits will put St. Clair into the bonus. Let's see if that doesn't encourage them to head straight to that rim in offense. Jenkins working against Dabbit on the right side. The quarterback finds Lamondola topside. Beeler on defense, back to Jenkins, finds big boy Hoff underneath. That's a charge, and you know who took it. You know who took it. Do I have to say his name? Nick Beeler draws the charge and turns over Lebo. Just a fantastic senior season for Nick. Cherub is turned over at half court by Lamondola. Johnny David came up with the loose ball, drove the right side, and was fouled going up. He'll shoot 2. David's hit 2 threes. And he strokes the first of 2-shot foul. We got a packed house here. It's tough to hear. I can't hear. David hits them both. Lebo 12, St. Clair 5. 4 minutes to play. Mount Lebanon stays in a full court press. Doesn't seem like the energy is there for it. I don't know if they've backed off of it. Check out Beeler, banging inside. How about a foul call? Nothing near. They get one. It's going to be on him. That's going to send Jenkins to the line, shooting 1-and-1. That's a
fouls on Beeler. Both teams will be in the 1-on-1 on next fouls.
I beg your pardon, that was only their 16th foul. They will not be shooting 1-and-1. 3:50 to play in the second quarter. Lamondola working against McGinnis. Back to David, who's working against Pateras. Gladden up on top. Finds Lamondola left side, and Lamondola gave it to Jenkins. Jenkins right back to Gladden. Gladden, the senior, drops it down to guard Lamondola. Sophomore guard, working the right side. (12-5) is your score. David in motion 3, hits the back of the iron. Pateras takes the rebound off. In transition, finds Nick Beeler. Nick takes it strong to the rim. Can't get a foul call. Doesn't fall. Lamondola with the rebound. Finds Gladden underneath. Gladden's found by Beeler. The basket counts. Yeah, they got the call down there. That was a foul. I also think heading the other way was a foul on Nick. Gladden's at the line. What a chance to complete an old-fashioned 3. 14-5 is your score. Senior Gladden hits it off the back of the iron. Nobody secures the rebound. Possession St. Clair. 2:59 to play. Hoffman checks in. Elin checks out. Panthers quickly inbound the ball, make their way into the offensive zone. McGinnis is fouled. He'll go to the line. I think Elin got him, number 5. That'll put double M.
Fouls on Jenkins.
Marcus McGinnis, the acrobat, member of the highest honor roll. All this time, never knew there was a highest honor roll. 14-6, I'm gonna have to look into it. Marcus makes the front side of a 1-and-1. Chance to cut this lead in half, make it 14-7. McGinnis makes them both, and Mount Lebanon leads by a touchdown with 2:50 to play in the first half. David brings it up, finds Lamondola on the right side. Back to David, finds the big boy Hoff underneath. And with an easy left, Matt Hoffman drops 2. Dabbit with some space to move, finds McGinnis. McGinnis had a notion on that 3, tucks it down and works the left side. It works, 16-9. We're starting to move a little more up and down now, folks. Lamondola doesn't get the right side to work. The big boy Hoff is there. Hoff works the left side. It works, 18-9. Blue Devils stay in this zone, in this full court press, but they seem to be less aggressive with it and less committed to it. They're jumping out of it a little quicker. McGinnis's bunny doesn't fall. Hoffman with the rebound. And then David is fouled by Dabbit. With 1:57 to play and with an 18-9 lead, Johnny David will shoot 1-and-1. Front end is in and out. Cherub with the rebound. 18-9 to score, 1:50 to play. Pateris working the left side. McGinnis, double M, shoots out an offensive command, which must have been find Pateris left side for a 3. That thing was halfway down, and they couldn't get it to work. And Lebo will set up shop in the offensive half court with under a minute and a half to play. 1-2-3 on the clock, 1:23. Mount Lebanon with an 11-point lead and possession. Both teams are in the bonus. Jenkins and Lamondola. Lebo looking to burn a little clock now. Maybe they're even playing last shot. And now Lamondola gets instruction from the bench to get it going as the clock winds at below a minute. And Lebo will set up shop, find David on the right side, back to Lamondola. Lamondola brings it back out. Didn't find what they were looking for. A little probing exercise. Wasn't there. Out popped the Blue Devils. Content to burn some clock and play for last possession. Quick moving first half. Under 30 to play. Lamondola probably start to make his move. 12 seconds or 10 seconds on the clock. Everybody's packed in the paint right now. Here we go, 12 to play. David up on top, finds Jenkins. David with a 3 from the right side. It's off the back iron. Rebound taken off by Cherub. He was fouled. He was fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot 1-and-1 with a chance to get this St. Clair team into double digits.
If you have a black Chevrolet Malibu parked in the upper lot, license plate JLN 9768, your lights are on.
Zach Cherub at the line, shooting 1-and-1. First one's down. He's earned the right to shoot another. .8 seconds to play. Confusion on who they want positioned on the block. Double M says, I got it. And Cherub will shoot his second. After he's been iced, he makes them both. It's an 18-11 game with 2.8 seconds to play. Hoffman inbounds the ball, finds Gladden. Half-court shot does not work. After one half of play, it's Mount Lebanon 18, Upper St. Clair 11. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. Third period of this Section 4 rivalry game is about to get underway. Mount Lebanon leads 18-11. The possession arrow went out in the second quarter in Lebo's favor. So they will bring the ball in with the possession from the midcourt stripe in the third. Lamondola puts Mount Lebanon on the board in the second half with a short jumper from the low block. It's 20-11. Mount Lebanon, we are underway. Lebo stays in that press. The same characteristics of the press. Get Lamondola down on the inbound. Apply some energy, some pressure with energy. And then when St. Clair approaches that mid-court strip, back off it and quickly jump down into their zone defense. Just about a minute gone in this second half, 7-11 to play. Andrew Wheeler inbounds the ball in front of his own bench. Coach Danny Holzer. I think Coach is on his 20th year, I think, here. He's played Mount Lebanon plenty. I think Danny Holzer won a Whippeal title with Wheeler hits a bomb from the left corner, pulls St. Clair within 6. I think Coach Holzer's last Whippeal title was won in a game versus Mount Lebanon as Johnny David strokes a deep three, can't get it to fall. The quarterback, Eddie Jenkins, with the offensive rebound. Lamondola with a little runner, can't get it to work. Elin works the offensive rebound. You get enough offensive rebounds, eventually you're going to score. Lebo working on his third offensive rebound now. They extend his possession. That's the advantage of height. But that Holzer Whippeal team had a guy by the name of Sean Lee on it. Jenkins hits a three. Lebo responds, 23-14. Panthers break the press with a long pass. Find McGinnis on the right side, working against the big boy Hoffman. Hoff was a little too aggressive, and he commits a floor foul. Sean Lee now, of course, plays on Sundays. Number 50 for the Dallas Cowboys. He was a ball of fire on a basketball court. Cherub works top side, finds Pateras. Pateras strokes one in rhythm. Looked good from back here. He shot that right in front of me, but it was a wee bit short. Back come the Blue Devils. The 6'8" Patrick Elin with a follow. And just like that, what was once a 6-point lead has now been stretched to 11. Wheeler from three, hits the back of the iron. Rebound taken off by Lamondola. Lamondola in transition, working against Cherub, and he gets it to fall, working the right side, 27-14. Cherub may have gotten something in the eye there. Officials timeout, followed by a team timeout. St. Clair calls a timeout. 4:59 to play, 27-14, Mount Lebanon. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. 27-14, Mount Lebanon lead. 4:59 to play in the third. Garrett Dabbitt inbounds the ball. Lebo in a press. Wheeler will quarterback the offense over the half-court stripe. Finds Pateras in the left corner. Pateras' pass intended for Wheeler is picked off. Back comes Lebo. 27-14 lead. Chance to open it up here. It's the biggest lead of the night. Johnny David with a three. Missed everything. Wagner takes the rebound off in transition, finds McGinnis. McGinnis working against David, saw a stop sign there, pulled it up, finds Fresh in the right corner. McGinnis explores the paint, pops out quickly. Davitt nicely around his 6'8" counterpart, Patrick Elan. Works his way to the rim, gets there, and he's good for 2. Lebo quickly sets up shop. St. Clair content to sit and play him in a half court. St. Clair has not pressed tonight. Jenkins working against Pateras. Lamondola checks with his coaches. And Gladden trying to set a pick there on double M. Gladden at number 5, the Lebo senior. Tries to set one this way. David finds Lamondola on the right side, and Lamondola's good for 2. St. Clair passes out of that press. Wagner with a putback is good for 2. We're starting to move the ball up and down now like they hadn't in the first half at all. 29-18. We've got about 3 minutes to play here in the third. David working on top of the formation against his counterpart, Zach Pateras. Pateras picks him off, goes to the floor. We got a scramble on the floor. Loose ball, possession arrow favors the Panthers. That started with a nice defensive play by Zach Pateras, who picked off Johnny David. David looking in the low block for his bigs. He's got the 6'8" Patrick Elan on the floor right now. He's in the near side here, just over half court, number 31. And then on the far side there is number 5, Thomas Gladden. Sitting is big boy Hoff. Matt Hoffman will go play a little offensive line for Penn over in Philadelphia. Cherub out to Davitt. Davitt finds McGinnis. McGinnis for 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound taken off by David. David defended by Davitt. Davitt was too tight, and they called him for a foul. 29-18, 2:25 to play. So we got Johnny David. I think he's gonna, or at least he's considering walking on to Kentucky to play hoops. They were looking in that low block for Elan, can't get it there. Ball stays here with Lebo. Yeah, Johnny David going to UK, potentially a walk on for hoops. We got Hoff, big boy, 6'3". He's listed on this sheet of paper at 250. I bet Hoffman hasn't been 250 since his sophomore year. But he's going to go play some offensive line at Penn and Philly. I think Garrett Davitt is considering Robert Morris. St. Clair turns over Lebo. 29-18 with about 2 to play in the third. Davitt, I think, is considering Robert Morris. Beeler's going to IUP. Double M, the highest of honor rolls, as he works to the middle of the paint. It works for him, 29-20. I got to think Double M's going to have his choice of schools. And it sounds like Cherub is a good student too, as he intends to study physical therapy. That's your senior night recap. Lebo sets up in the offensive half court. They find a quarterback, Jenkins, working against Double M, the acrobat, Marcus McGinnis. Back to Lamondola on the left side. Lamondola working against Wheeler. Wheeler the junior. Back to Jenkins. A motion offense, finds David. David right side finds his counterpart or his teammate Jenkins. Jenkins loops around underneath. There was a foul on the floor. Garrett Davitt's body language is telling me that it was against him. 29-20 is the score. That foul was in fact on Davitt. He's going to take a little break. Zach Pateras checks in. Lamandola will inbound the ball. He better get it in. They're running out of time there. Timeout, Joey David. 29-20, Mount Lebanon with 1:01 to play in the third quarter. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. 29-20, 1:01 to play in the third. Mount Lebanon sophomore Mark Lamandola inbounds the ball in front of his own bench. And the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils set up in the offensive half court with a 9-point lead, looking to get this thing double digits into the fourth. They find the UK walk-on prospect, Johnny David, working against Andrew Wheeler. David finds Thomas Gladden, the senior. Jenkins, the quarterback. Lamandola, the sophomore, out to the big boy Elin, 6'8". Lebo looking for last shot here, trying to get this thing double digits and into the fourth. 20 to play in the third. Lamandola on the right side in front of his own bench. Back to David on top of the formation, working against Cherub. Cherub is in tight, doesn't want to give him. He knows that David can stop and drop a dime in a second, and he is in his front pocket. What did he have for lunch, Nick Cherub? Timeout, Mount Lebanon, 5.2 to play, 29-20. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. 29-20, 5.2 to play in the third quarter. Mount Lebanon's Eddie Jenkins will inbound the ball, coming out of a Lebo timeout. Let's see if they got some play here to get himself a quality look. They find big boy in front. Jenkins working underneath. Had a nice little runner chance. It doesn't fall. 29-20. And that's the end of the third. Lebo leads. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. Fourth quarter about to start. Possession arrow favors Mount Lebanon. Eddie Jenkins will inbound the ball from the half-court stripe. Finds his teammate Mark Lamandola. And Lamandola will bring a ball across the half-court stripe. Find big boy Hoff, who had a little foul issues, had to sit down with. The big boy's in to roll the start working the fourth. Wheeler stands up to him underneath. Can't get it to fall. Back come the Panthers. Double M out in front to Wheeler. Wheeler working against Jenkins. Double M, he's got the big boy Hoffman pulled out on him. Take him to the hole, baby. Good feet, Hoff. Hoff stayed with him and had enough help defensive on him to keep the acrobat off the rim. St. Clair maintains possession. Pateras, he gets the dime to fall. That thing rattled around, but it dropped. And your Upper St. Clair Panthers are back within 6 as we start the fourth. This thing was 13 at one point. Big Hoff handling the ball. And he just got called for a 5-second violation. Lebanon's not going to like the call, but here come the Panthers with a chance to cut this lead to its thinnest margin since it was 5-0 early in the first. St. Clair inbounds the ball. McGinnis works top of the formation over to Cherub. Cherub finds Pateras left side. Pateras finds Wagner top to Wheeler. McGinnis had a notion on the right side working against Elin. Thought better of it. Well, it sure looks like Marcus wants to pump one of these threes. Cherub with the ball, pulls it out. Holzer resets his offensive strategy. And here we come again. Underneath, finds Wheeler. Wheeler right side. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound is around. Doesn't go St. Clair's way. Wagner guilty of a foul. That's St. Clair's third team foul. It is a 6-point Lebo lead. Yeah, they had a nice look down there, and they got it to their shooter. Wheeler from the right side. It rattled around, and out it came. Back come the Blue Devils. St. Clair needs a stop. Jenkins working right side. Finds the big boy Hoff underneath. If they're going to be able to play him that physical underneath there with nothing being called, that's going to be advantage St. Clair. They had the defense that they wanted there. All over the place. Great hustle effort, Dougie Fresh. underneath. He tried to get that ball to pop out on Big Hoff. It didn't work that way, but St. Clair was able to take the rebound off. And here we are again in the offensive zone. 5:30 to play with St. Clair with a chance to cut the lead. Ball came off of Double M's foot. Lebo turns him over. With 5:30 to play, Lebo will set up shop. Looking to extend. Hoff, boy, that's back-to-back trips. Hoff turned it over. He gave Wagner a nice little shove there. Nothing called. St. Clair ball, though, with a chance to cut. Boy, this is not like the first quarter at all. We haven't scored a lot in this quarter, but there is action up and down right now as the pace has picked up. The pace has picked up. 29-23, we're under 5 to play in this Section 4 rivalry game. Lebo holds to a 6-point lead. Now, that ball didn't make it where Nick wanted it to go. Back comes Joey David. There's a foul called. So Elin dunked the ball. It looked nice. It sounded nice. The basket's not going to count, though. It's a 2-shot foul on Joey David. Elin is 6'8", and he looked to be about 4 inches above the rim on that dunk. First one's good. I'm gonna spill that. I thought that was stuff and I'm gonna spill it. Johnny David makes them both. 31-23 lead. So Lebo stays in this 3-quarter press. The energy effort, the energy aspect of the press is off. So it's a different press, but they've stayed in some form of a full-court press or 3-quarter press for the entire night. Here's Wheeler, all alone, right side. You can't leave him alone like that for long. Wheeler Dealer strikes for 3, pulls the St. Clair Panthers within 5. 31-26 with 4 to play. Lamondola, the Hoffman, Dougie Fresh with energy on the left side. That's his game, folks. Almost had one there. Wound up in the first row with popcorn in his hair and a snap of a finger. He's in a low block banging with Big Matty Hoff. That is Dougie Fresh's game. 31-26. Lebo, of course, looking for a basket, but probably wouldn't mind shaving some time off of this clock. Lebo's led wire to wire. That's David, the UK walk-on prospect, working right side against Dougie Fresh. I swear he's got popcorn in his hair. Back to Lamondola. Up to Jenkins. Eddie Jenkins say hello to Dougie Fresh. Trying to get a handoff to Lamondola. Ball's on the floor. St. Clair can't turn him over. Good possession here to this point. I was going to say Mount Lebanon burned about a minute off the clock there. They didn't even try to get a good quality shot, and they just coerced St. Clair into a floor foul. Fouls are 5-1. St. Clair has been guilty of 5 fouls. That's going to be a factor as we head down the stretch here. Eddie Jenkins, a deep 3. Can't get it to fall. I don't know if that's the play they were looking for there. Beeler underneath, in transition, gets 2. Within 3. Jenkins, the quarterback, took a deep 3. It was well short. Nothing came off the clock, and Beeler made him pay. 31-28, 2:48 to play in the game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. 31-28 with 2:48 to play in the game. Lebo leads by 3. They will inbound the ball. You barely see him down there. I think that's Eddie Jenkins in front of the Lebo student section. Finds Big Elin. And after a slow start, this game has really picked up. Oh, the big boy got slapped there. Nothing called. That ball came out. I couldn't see the corner because of the Lebo's student section. But it's going to be St. Clair ball coming this way. 31-28. St. Clair possession. That is Zach Cherub going to inbound the ball just in front of the Lebo student section. I'm not sure what the confusion is. The officials are getting together. But we got 2:36 to play. And St. Clair, for the first time since the first quarter, has the ball with a chance to tie. We might have some blood. There's something on the floor. We're going to have a timeout. That means we're going to go to a break. 31-28 with 2:36 to play. Welcome back to the club, Panther fans. There was something on the floor. They got it cleaned up. 31-28, 2:36 to play. St. Clair leads by 3. Cherub inbounds the ball to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it right back to Cherub. Cherub gets the ball over to half-court stripe, and here come the St. Clair Panthers, setting up an offensive half-court with a chance to cut the lead to 1 or to even tie. Pateras on top of the key. Finds Wheeler right side. I don't know if we can get Andrew isolated for a shot from his happy spot in that right corner. I'm sure the Panthers would love that. Cherub works right side, finds Pateras. Pateras over to McGinnis. Under 2 to play. Under 2 to play in his Section 4 matchup. 31-28. Mount Lebanon with a 3-point lead. There's Wheeler left side. He was fouled, but Mount Lebanon's got fouls to give. That's Lebo's second floor foul. The fouls matter. Shooter Dabbitt's going to check in this offensive zone. They're going to give Dougie Fresh a break. Coach Holzer, I'm sure, has got a couple of these kids that have got the green light, and if they are open, they can make it rain from 3-point land. Ball is in play. Wheeler working top side. Under 1:40 to play. Mount Lebanon holds to a 3-point lead. Wheeler left side working against the Penn prospect, Matt Hoffman. He's a big boy. He's pretty nimble, though. Boy, they got to keep an eye on that Wheeler. Pateras, right side. We're approaching a minute to play here. Cherub works the right side. It's poke check from behind by Eddie Jenkins. The ball stays here. Fresh is checking back in. Dabbitt pops out. A minute 12 to play, 31-28, Mount Lebanon leads. Double M Marcus McGinnis finds Dougie Wagner in the top of the formation. The quarterback, Eddie Jenkins, working in that 2-3 zone. Jenkins and Lamandola up on top. David, Elin, and Hoffman down below. Under a minute to play. This may come down to there are not many possessions left in this game. Pateras, right side. St. Clair continues to rotate the ball. There's Wheeler. It's up and it's down. It's 31-31 with 30 to play. Wheeler strikes like a cobra. Cold-blooded to tie this Section 4 rivalry game. Timeout Mount Lebanon, 31-31 with 23 to play. Welcome back to the club, folks. The Palace is hopping. It is 31-31, 23 and a half seconds to play. Andrew Wheeler dropped an absolute dime from the right side to tie this thing up at 31-31. He struck like a king cobra. Here we go, 20 to play. Lebo with the ball in a tie game. Lamandola topside, finds a big boy Hoffman. Dougie Fresh guards Hoff. That's Johnny David left side against Beeler. Beeler is guilty of a foul. There is 5.8 to play. That foul's not going to kill you. It was a floor foul. The problem with the foul is the next one will send Lebo to the line. That was St. Clair's sixth. St. Clair timeout. 5.8 to play in a 31-31 game. Lebo possession. Folks, welcome back to the club. 31-31 with 5.8 to play. I don't know how this game's going to finish, but this St. Clair, it's a fitting game. This St. Clair team is going to fight it to the last seconds. Inbounds the ball. Hoffman works the left side, tries to get to the rim, can't do it. Gets one to fall with .4 to play. And I guess that's a game. There was .4 in the clock. Let's hang on a second. The officials are leaving. 33-31's your final. There was .4 left. That's a wrap. Lebo wins 33-31. Hoffman with a buzzer beater.